Hello there, seasoned real estate professionals. Today we have a treat. Thank you for joining me. My name is Travis Klein, and today we're going to give you something to increase your profits and give you a higher ROI. All right, let's get into the infamous world of trading. It may be something you've always heard about, always been interested in, just too complicated, too technical, don't have the time. Well, I have a challenge for you today. I challenge you to sit through these 10 minutes to learn just how easy it really is. Because the truth of the matter is, if you can do three things, you can trade. Because I've done it for my 9-year-old. And my 9-year-old has taken a $25,000 account and turned it into over $100,000 in less than 2 months. So if he can do it, I know you can do it. So what are those three things, you might ask? If you're interested in increased profits or a higher ROI, or just something to do passively while you're waiting on that next deal, I would definitely encourage you to entertain the stock market. Because once you learn it, for me, when I learned it the correct way, after going through 6 different programs and no less than 10 different coaches, only after I learned that key did it become simple. It unlocked all the doors. So that's what I want to give to you today. I want to give you a treasure that was given to me. So what we're looking at here, we're just going to jump right into it. Those three things before I forget. If you can count to 100, if you know the difference between up and down, and you can read from left to right, if you can do those three things, let me put them in the correct order. If you can count to 100, if you can read from left to right, and you know the difference between up and down, you can trade in the market. I'm going to show you how. That's what we're going to do today. So what we're looking at here, excuse me, my nose is itching. All right. So what we're looking at today is Apple. That's what it says up here. If you follow my cursor here in the top left, and 1D represents 1 day. Each of these little pretty nicely shaped red or green bars here, these are called candles. Each one of these is a candle. Let me zoom in. Right now I have currently 2 candles on display on my screen right now. So we have a red candle and we have a green candle. It's going to show something here. I'm just going to put a line here at the bottom, put a line here at the top. Over here, we have a x-axis. We probably haven't heard of that for quite some time unless we're in an industry where we use price axis all the time or graphs. But over here, we have a price chart, a price axis, where at the very bottom, we normally have 0, and it can go up to infinity and beyond. So for here, for this red candle, which represents 1 day, this is actually yesterday. I'm gonna clear it. Well, we can use yesterday. That low point for yesterday was 177.32, and my video is in the way. I can move this down. The high point was 181.21. So roughly $3-4 is that movement that we had for that particular day. Now let's jump into those 3 things we talked about. But I say you, as a real estate professional, can actually get into the world of trading if you can do these 3 things. If you can count to 100, if you can read from left to right, and you know the difference between up and down. It is literally that simple. So we're just going to look at this year. We're going to look at 2023. If you follow my cursor here, we can see 2023 here at the bottom. So I'm going to just kind of zoom in until we get 2023. We do have a few candles, which again represent days, 1D. So each one of these represents one day. I don't know how many days we are into the year, but today's date is June 8th, 2023. And we can actually see that with my cursor. If you follow that dotted line all the way down here to the bottom, it displays here on this candle. And we can even see those nice pretty lines that we drew. I'm going to get rid of those. So we don't want to make this difficult. Very easy. So one of those 3 steps was reading from left to right. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the highest point on the left and mark it, and take the highest point on the right and mark that also. So if we go all the way to the left, in the top of this candle, we're going to put a line here. We're just going to title it Start. This is where we're going to start. This is the reading from left to right. And we're going to come over here to the right and go all the way to the end. Here's our last candle. So right now we're doing the read from left to right. We start from the left, we mark the top. We go all the way to the right, we mark the top. We're going to title this Finish. I have it? Okay. So we have it marked here, Start and Finish. So if we were to start over here at the left and we finished over here at the right, did we go up or did we go down? If we start with this line here and we finish with this line here, did we go up or did we go down? Our prices are over here on the axis. So our start here was 136.81 and our finish here is 180.84. So my question to you is, if we read this from left to right, if we go from our start point to our finish point, did we go up or did we go down? With this is what is commonly referred to as understanding the direction that the market is heading in. It's an important point because in the market, you generally want to go with the grain as opposed to against the grain. So again, those 3 things were, if you could count to 100, which is essentially be able to count any of these numbers here on this x-axis, read from left to right, which is we did that also. We looked from left to the right, and you can distinguish up from down, which this would be down in comparison to this line up. So if we started here and ended here, we can see that we went up. And that is a very, very simple way of looking at trading. So if you as an investor had to make a wager, you had to make a bet, and you had to take a wild guess as to, based off what you see, do you think overall from the start of the year, where we started over here, do you think Apple is going to go up or go down? And just based off history here, we can see that it's gone up, or what we've had is we see that it's gone up. So we'd have, me personally, I would like to, if I were to take that bet, I would take the bet that it's going up rather than down. And that's literally how simple trading can be. This here is called market direction, and you just learned how to read market direction. So congratulations. Thank you very much for your time. And if you found this to be helpful, please click the like, leave comments, share. And I'd like to just thank you very much for your time.